done. Now, more on our deep dive into the Australian Tax Office and its pursuit of Jay Jang, who has been exonerated after a 10-year battle with the taxman. Tonight, we can reveal the key ATO investigator behind the case and show you the documents that could have sent innocent taxpayers to jail.
This is ATO investigator Anthony Rains heading into a Brisbane court to give evidence that could determine the future of a taxpayer. The former Queensland police officer and taxi driver was the lead investigator in the failed criminal prosecution of Jay Jang, along with Debbie and Bill Ingleton, which we highlighted last night.
I cringe at the name Anthony Rains. I cringe at the word ATO.
Jay and Debbie have many unanswered questions about how that investigation was conducted. They had a 10-year jail sentence hanging over their heads for more than 2 years before the charges were dropped with no evidence to offer. The case is now the subject of an independent review by the ATO.
Anthony Rains was an integral part of the whole process, but he represents the taxation office and he should have been reined in. There should be an oversight of his actions.
Businessman Jay Jang is now on a campaign of his own to uncover why he came so close to being destroyed. Via Freedom of Information requests, we can now reveal a crucial witness statement provided by the ATO in his criminal case. This line, which is incorrect information, this could have put you in jail.
Yes, that would have put me to jail for 10 years.
The witness statement was authored by a different ATO officer. Any changes made to the original are tracked in the colour purple. Those tracked changes suggest this pivotal piece of information was added to the witness statement by lead investigator Anthony Rains.
Anthony Rains is the criminal investigator taking witness statements. He should be independent. However, in this case, it's clearly showing that he's actually written that for the witness, which in my view, again, is totally wrong.
On top of that, the line added creates a false impression. It claims officers could not find a crucial private ruling on the ATO database. But that ruling did exist and was sent to Jay Jang's legal team the night before his committal hearing at Southport Court, a vital step to his criminal charges being dropped. This claim that they couldn't find this document on the ATO database, I mean, it's a bit like the dog ate my homework.
I believe that's a nice way of putting it. In my opinion, it's certainly different. If those documents existed, there would have been no criminal charges.
The ATO declined to answer detailed questions surrounding the failed criminal prosecution, citing confidentiality obligations. It did point out that all decisions to commence a prosecution and continue with it are made by the Commonwealth Director of Public Prosecutions independently of the ATO.
I need to know why this document was not found, and I need to know why there was no oversight in such an important criminal investigation, because clearly they did exist.
Tax Ombudsman Ruth Owen will now investigate.
The Tax Commissioner, Rob Heffernan, has asked me to undertake an independent investigation into this case and any systemic issues related to the ATO's handling of it.
The ATO is the only agency that can knock on your door, enter your house, take away whatever it wants or it deems necessary to take away without once getting a warrant from a court.
Jason Falinski is a former federal MP who spent 15 months chairing a House of Representatives committee looking into the extraordinary powers of the ATO.
Most Australians have no idea that the ATO has been granted these powers. The idea of giving the ATO these powers has never been put to the Australian people, and I think if they were aware of them, they would be shocked and horrified at how many people have been impacted by this.
Jason Falinski authored this report 4 years ago. A key recommendation was to bring the tax office into line with all other legal agencies, requiring it to prove its case against taxpayers. That report is now gathering dust, with no changes made to the onus of proof.
This is a principle of law that has been in the common law for a millennia. We reversed all of that with very little debate. And so reversing that and making the ATO prove its case is critical.
We have to have consequences for people who exercise the ATO's powers in an unfair and forceful manner.
Former Independent Senator Rex Patrick says when the tax office's aggressive use of garnishee notices was exposed by whistleblower Richard Boyle 8 years ago, he became an ATO target too. Boyle has now become a supporter of Jay Jang and others fighting the ATO as he awaits sentencing in an Adelaide court after reluctantly pleading guilty to 4 charges of disclosing and recording protected information.
In my view, Richard Boyle was prosecuted to send a very strong message to others inside the organisation that you are to remain quiet. It's ruined his life and his family's life.
And we repeat our invitation to the ATO to come on camera and answer our questions.